This is an installation video for Rvinyl on Caliper Wraps with reflective film. The Rvinyl caliper film comes in sealed bags that have a straightforward instructional card inside and the current promotion card from Rvinyl. The first step for install is removing the wheel. Be sure to lift the car from a secure spot both on the floor and on the body to avoid any damage, as well as ensure safety during the install. Store the nuts in a safe spot and place the tire in a low traffic area. Now it's time to clean the caliper. Rapid Prep is a good cleaner for calipers. Note that cleaning is extremely important for long-term durability, so take your time to clean all recessed areas and the edges. Now it's time to install the caliper film. Note that the film is reflective, which means it's thicker than normal color change wrap film that goes on the body of the vehicle. The adhesive will have a metallic sheen and it will have a repositionable adhesive, which means that you can place it on the caliper, and if it's not in the right spot, you can pick it back up to reposition it without affecting the adhesive. This makes the install much easier. Remove the entire liner, start at the top of the caliper, and using the triangle technique, heat and stretch the film along the main body line, which separates the two sides. This will evenly distribute the tension on the film. Start with the trickiest side first, pick the film up, heat to relax it, then feed it into any recessed areas. This will avoid overstretching the film. If there is a tight gap that is hard to feed the film into, poke a tiny hole on the edge to release the air, then push the air out starting at the farthest point away from the hole and form it into the recessed area at the same time. Heat the film again, and using a heat gun is best as it will help keep the film warmer during the stretching process. Stretch it along the body line, then use a squeegee with a monkey strip to form it onto the caliper firmly. Now heat the film again while lightly holding it away from the body with a free hand, then stretch it to the final edge using the triangle technique again to evenly spread the tension. Once it's on, squeegee to lock it in place. Now it's time to relax the caliper film on the outside edge. This is critical to do, as if there's any tension left on the caliper wrap film, when it's cut, it will lift over time. Here the free hand is holding it lightly away from the edge, while the fingers form it safely into any gaps and fully onto the edge. Add heat when necessary if the film starts to feel a little stiff or cold. And at key spots on the corners, it's critical to make relief cuts. This should be done when the film simply can't be formed onto the section of the caliper without way too much tension. Form one half of the section that has a relief cut onto the caliper, then fold the other half on top of it using a combination of heat and fingers and/or the squeegee to secure it on the surface. The overlap will hold securely for the long term, and it eliminates major tension on this critical area. Make more relief cuts if necessary. Again, these come at key transition points on the corners. And when folding the two halves, heat can be used to relax the film during certain stages. The installer will feel the tension build up in the film and can then heat and relax it at the right times. Go over a completed section with a heat gun to look for bubbles and pop any that appear with a sharp knife. For an open area, make sure the blade is extra sharp, as reflective film can dull blades very quickly. Cut along open edges with a perpendicular angle so the film lays flush on the edge, and this is key to avoid any moisture getting under the film once it's done. For an open edge on the inside portion, the free hand should pull the caliper film lightly away from the cut. This will keep the edge from having jagged edges and ensure a straight, professional finish. And for post-install, be sure to post-heat the caliper wrap to 200 degrees Fahrenheit to eliminate the memory. Put liquid edge seal on the edges to protect moisture from getting underneath, and the cure time is 24 hours above 50 degrees Fahrenheit for optimal hold. Note that in a normal light, the caliper wrap will look like normal wrap film, but at night, when the light hits it at the right angle, the reflective properties really make it stand out.